Are you looking for the best iPads of 2024? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best iPads on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple iPad Mini, 6th Gen. Full disclosure, the Apple iPad, 10th Gen, is more affordable than the Apple iPad Mini, 6th Gen. However, the Mini takes the spot as the best budget iPad because of its A15 Bionic chipset, which has more staying power than the iPad's A14 Bionic chipset. Additionally, the gap in price between the iPad Mini and the iPad is much smaller than that of the iPad Mini and the iPad Air, 5th Gen. If you plan on creating, editing, or kicking back with a game, that extra processing and graphical performance will ensure a much smoother experience without breaking the bank. Another big plus of the Apple iPad Mini, 6th Gen, is its battery life. Continuous use gives you 10 hours of life, which is more than enough for a single work or school day. And yes, the iPad Mini, 6th Gen, works with both the Apple Pencil and Smart Folio. At number 2. Apple iPad, 10th Gen. If you need an e-reader that packs a punch, the 10th generation Apple iPad is among the most inexpensive options. What was once top of the line can now be easily repurposed as your very own media machine, from catching up with the news to reading the latest novel. With its 10.9-inch display, reading is quite an enjoyable experience. It suits books just as much as comics, magazines, and even newspapers. What's particularly nice is the Apple iPad, 10th Gen, will adjust naturally to the ambient lighting, so your eyes won't strain against a screen that's too bright or too dark. At number 3. Apple iPad Air 13-inch M2. As an artist, you can never have enough screen real estate. With 13 inches of headroom, the Apple iPad Air 13 gives you as much space as the latest iPad Pro while maintaining a lightweight build and thin profile. More importantly, the Apple iPad Air 13 also supports the new Apple Pencil Pro, giving greater features like squeeze and barrel roll. Pair that with the extra screen space and portability, and you have a very comfortable drawing experience. The M2 chipset is still relevant, at least more so than the A15 and M1. At number 4. Apple iPad Pro 13. Wielding the mighty M4 chip and a 13-inch display, it's incredibly hard not to recommend the latest Apple iPad Pro 13, especially when you consider the smallest MacBook Air matches it in size, but features a slower processor. Of course, you'll still need a Magic Keyboard, but once you have that, the iPad Pro 13 will rival even the MacBook Pro. The Apple iPad Pro 13 has one of the best-looking displays, given that it combines OLED technology, promotion, and a wide P3 color gamut. In practice, the visual experience is a feast for the eyes, especially if you're working with colors. On top of that, it isn't a very reflective display on its own, but you can opt for more with nanotexture glass. The storage options for the Apple iPad Pro 13 are also quite plentiful, with a choice between 256GB, 512GB, 1TB, and 2TB. Unfortunately, the prices between the storage options are rather expensive, so I recommend checking out the best portable SSDs if you need more than 512GB.